The hunt is on for the two people who fled the scene of the Gardiner Expressway Thursday night following that stunning scene of a vehicle flipped over and bursting into flames. Now, police say they believe it was the driver of a Mercedes with Quebec license plates who was the prime culprit in that scene. Now, they say at this time they're hoping anyone with information will come forward. It was around 7:30 that collision closed the expressway, the eastbound lanes, for about 3 hours. Now, Dominic Lisi was one of the drivers on the expressway at that time, and we reached him on Friday afternoon.
I saw the traffic start to slow really quickly. And then I started to see just kind of like a stream of like what I thought was initially just kind of exhaust. And then it turned black, got a little bit closer to it. And then I started to see people walking on the Gardiner, like towards me. So at that point I thought, okay, something's up here. It was one of the craziest things I'd ever seen. So as I was driving by, I could feel the heat like through the window. And it seemed like the accident had happened, in the previous couple of minutes. So yeah, I got through. Not many people did, and actually since then I've seen another video where you can see my car through, and then maybe one or two more, and then the flame kind of grows, and no one else is able to go through.
People do really dumb things in high-stress situations, whether, and we don't know whether or not alcohol or criminality was involved, whether the vehicle was owned by them or not.
Toronto Police Constable Sean Shapiro telling us investigators initially suspected the crash was a result of two vehicles racing. But after reviewing dash cam footage and talking to witnesses, they believe it was the lone vehicle traveling at high speeds that was the cause. He adds fiery crashes like this on infrastructure like the Gardiner require inspection before the road can reopen to make sure the impact and heat didn't damage the roadway itself.
Generally speaking, engineers have to be called in to ensure that whatever damage was done, whether it be impact or exposure to fire, hasn't caused any structural issues. So professionals come in, evaluate, and ensure that it can be reopened.
As for what kind of charges those responsible could be facing if caught,
it really depends on what the investigators find. I mean, the options are endless. It could be anything within the careless, the stunt, or criminal dangerous. It could be other things if the investigation goes that way.
Now, fortunately, the four people who were sent to hospital as a result of that collision, all of them sustained just minor injuries. And Toronto Police, again, are asking anyone with dash cam footage or information about this collision or the driver of that Mercedes to get in touch with Toronto Police. On Dufferin above the Gardiner, David Zura, City News.